Benvenuti a tutti. Welcome to another edition of Italian America, Long Island. This is a very special edition. It's our 100th episode. And before we begin tonight, I want to thank all those people who helped make this program such a long-lasting program on the public access network on the Optimum service. The first person I want to thank, of course, is my beautiful wife, Paula, who serves as an associate producer, and through many, many hours of taping and performing for us, has added so much to this show. You know, 5 years ago when we started this, I got the idea to do this as another activity for our Sons of Italy Lodge. My concept was to have people from our lodge, especially those people who had immigrated from Italy to the United States, share their stories about the difficulties they had and the wonderful promise that America held for them. I also wanted to document how they maintained their Italian heritage while they were here in the United States. And then as we got deeper and deeper into the program, it became clear to me that this was a real vehicle for honoring Italian heritage and culture. We did 1,000 hours or so to make these 100 shows. A lot of work, a lot of time. We enjoyed it though, every minute of it. And we've had many, many different experiences. We've met wonderful people, and it's just been a wonderful way to expand our knowledge of Italian heritage and culture. So how can we gauge our success and what we've accomplished over these past 5 years? Well, it's almost impossible, because the channel that we've been on both channel 20 and channel 115. Those channels, this entire program is not monitored by Optimum for a number of viewers. And I know you're probably familiar with Nielsen ratings and things like that. So that does not occur for public access TV shows. So I have no information from the station as to how many people actually watch our show. But we do know that there are over 3 million subscribers to Optimum. And the program director, Mr. Bob Clement, who's been very supportive of us for these past 5 years, lets me know that many more people than you would ever suspect actually watch the program. We also have data from YouTube, because our show is only on Optimum. Many of our people who are interested in seeing the show subscribe to other providers for their TV. So we have made a complimentary YouTube channel in which we place all of our shows after or before they're aired on Optimum, so that people who have Verizon or the Dish or whatever service that they may have can see the show. We do have numbers from YouTube. We have our most popular show has been by far our winemaking show featuring Sal Martorano and his winemaking group. We made that show about 5 years ago. We've had over 12,000 views of that program on YouTube. And many of our other shows have been very successful on YouTube also, including how to make homemade dry Italian sausage, Val Taro Musette featuring Dominic Karsick and Frank Toscano, our interview with Angelo DiPippo, who was the accordionist in the Godfather movie. We've had also great success on YouTube with Mr. Lou Gallo, who did his impression of Christopher Columbus, and he performed as Christopher Columbus. Our interview with Daniel Ragone the noted voice teacher and coach here on Long Island, is also very popular on YouTube. The Accordion Alliance program that we did, another very, very popular show on YouTube. And finally, another very notable show, we interviewed a former student of mine from Farmingdale High School who is now a retired professional basketball player, Mr. Jim Graziano. So those are our most popular shows that we have seen with the numbers that we can get from YouTube. There's no way that we can show clips from every one of the 100 episodes. It would just be like a whirlwind slideshow. So we decided to group the different shows into different categories, and from the different categories we'll have a little slideshow. So the main categories we're going to have here, we have events that we taped. We have many guests who were musicians and singers. We have a lot of those people, so that's our second category. Our third category, we've done cooking shows. So we're going to see a little retrospective about the cooking shows that we've had. We've also had some famous authors who had so much to say about their experience and their contribution to Italian heritage. We're going to see a little retrospective about them. We've also done many shows on Italian history and culture. These shows are mainly of a documentary type, but it's one of the things that allowed me to learn so much more and get into such great depth about our Italian history and culture, which is so varied and so important to the rest of the world. We have another category of just interesting people that we've had on the program. And we've done many interviews with these people. Finally, Paula and I, being musicians, have used this opportunity with our show to display some of our own personal videos. So we have a category of Dave and Paula's music videos too.
Throughout the years, I'm Barbara Joan, and I have always watched the excellent shows that were produced by Dave Sedicati. I've never been disappointed. They're historic, they're musical, they're entertaining. They are absolutely something that you should always look forward to. And I do hope they continue throughout the years in the excellent manner in which they have performed. I'd say I'm partial to the musical episodes because Dave and Paula they possess very special quality, and their voices are totally enjoyable. Thank you.
So what are some of your favorite shows that we've done? I know you made some notes, you took a look at the list.
I did. Well, the first one that comes to mind is Mike Giordano. And it's not so much that it was my favorite show, it's just Mike was just such a fantastic accordionist. We've had several play with us, but Mike was just, well, he'd been playing since he's been 5. So he was amazing. Plus he played keyboard, he was in many bands, but I'll never forget when we were looking for a new accordionist because the first accordionist we had shoulder surgery. And so we went to Mike's house to interview him and see if he would be a good fit for the Italian band. And you said to him, okay, Mike, so, let's see what songs you know. And you go, well, do you know this one? He goes, oh, yeah, sure. And he was amazing. And every song you proceeded to ask him if he knew. Oh, sure, Dave, I know that. And he just played it fantastically.
Yeah.
He was amazing.
The whole audition was 3 minutes, and after 3 minutes,
exactly. So you're hired.
Mike was the most professional and most experienced accordionist.
So talented,
Wonderful guy. And that was a good show because he went into the history with his dad.
Exactly.
And how he started to do gigs with his dad when he was as young as like 10 years old. I think his dad took him out on gigs.
Right, which is pretty amazing to think about it that way. But that's one of the things that I like about interviewing people, because it's not just about what they do, it's about their past, how they became what they became. And I know that was very fascinating, talking about his father and how he started playing the accordion when he was 5. And we also did an interview with our neighbor and friend Frank D'Agostino about his mandolin that was his father's. And he also did the same thing, because Frank used to play the guitar, and his father used to play with him and drag him to different gigs, and he would play with his father. And of course at the time, you're a young teenager, 12, 13, you don't want to really play with your father. You want to play rock and roll in a band with your friends. But to this day, he said, he remembers it so fondly, and he said it was a privilege playing with his dad. So it's not just about the present, it's about the past.
Hi, my name is Joe Andrews. I'm a member of the Sons of Italy, specifically the Solero Lodge number 2319, which is located in Smithtown, New York. I've been a member now for 5 years, and I'm loving every minute of it. All the people that I've met. And I've been watching the show and seeing all the Italian episodes that go on there, the heritage, the customs, the people themselves that are so energetic and passionate about being Italian and being involved with the Sons of Italy. And Dave does a great job, a super job with the show, and it takes a lot of time and effort, and my hat's off to him. I've been involved with so many things that we've done, and Dave has taped them and put them on the show, and we're all appreciative. Everyone tries to pitch it, but the show is just magnificent. So if you get an opportunity, continue to watch them.
the next one
that you think was great?
that I think was great was number 8, Winemaking with Sal.
Oh, that is probably, I know it's our most popular show. I mean, it's got over 12,000 views on YouTube. And it was just a great experience. What did you like about it?
Every household made wine in Italy. The grapes were there. Wine was traditionally served at dinner, a little glass of wine. And I happened to be there on the day that you press wine. And I saw the wine press, which was about 100 plus years old. I saw it, I smelled it, and immediately I was transported back to my grandmother and grandfather's cellar, basement, excuse me, that's what they called it in the day. And he had a room where he made wine. Now he had passed for many years before I was 5. I never got to know him. But the aroma of the wine was still there. And I remember going past that room and smelling this bouquet. I mean, I kind of knew what wine was, but not really. 5, what do you know? And that day brought me back to the little 5-year-old girl in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you appeared on camera there. I did all of the taping, and I let Sal do all of the talking. And you came as we were doing the wine press, and it was the visual of the wine press and the aroma.
The aroma, the bouquet. It was very surprising to me to have that happen. I didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah, transported you back.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jim Cerullo. I'm the president of the Dr. Vincenzo Solero Lodge. We're at our annual Memorial Day Parade in Smithtown. I just want to say a few words about the show that we have called Italian America. It is absolutely beautiful. It's on Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings. If you get an opportunity, please watch it. Channel 115. Our producer, Dave Ducati, does a wonderful job. You will enjoy it. Thank you.
We were in Boynton Beach, and a lady contacted me through email and said, I was looking for examples of Valtaro music, and I found your program because my father was a mandolinist, and he played Valtaro music. So I said to her, send me some CDs, whatever. She did. And on the CD was a remarkable story about her father, whose name was Maurizio,
I do remember that.
and how he was miraculously cured from his arthritis. And that became the focus of the show rather than his music. I mean, he was a very good and accomplished mandolinist, but we turned that into episode 73, Maurizio's Miracle Music. So that was a wonderful experience for me to be able to participate in that show.
My name is Bob Graham. I'm a member of the Dr. Vincenzo Solero Lodge, and I watch Italian America online. and it's a very good program, and I hope everybody watches it and everybody enjoys it. Thank you.
You look great. How you doing? My name is Tony Izzo. I'm with the Sons of Italy at the Smithtown Dr. Vincenzo Solero Lodge. I just want to say I've watched the Italian America show. I have a great time watching those episodes. One of my favorite episodes was a conversation between Tom Bandice, Nick Morrow, Jerry, and Dave. It was just so easygoing and casual and informative. I really enjoy watching these shows.
Hello, I'm Tom Bandice from the Dr. Vincenzo Solero Lodge, and I just want to say a few words about Dave. He's wonderful in his wonderful show, The Italian American on Long Island. He's a very creative person. He's very talented. He plays the guitar and sings, and so anytime you get a chance, please watch The Italian American Long Island. You can see it on YouTube, and you won't be sorry because it's he does some creative stories, and there's a lot of creative people that are on it. So I urge you to watch it, and have a nice day.
I watch the show all the time. It's really, really good. It's interesting, and it's a great thing for Italian Americans.
Remember when we had Dominic Karsvik and Frank Toscano over?
Wow, yes, I do remember, because they were so, well, and are so talented.
And so accomplished.
And so accomplished and meshed together so well.
I don't think I've ever heard more notes played in such a small period of time. They had flying fingers, and they were so perfectly aligned. They were wonderful, wonderful musicians, and such nice people too. Such wonderful guys.
They were very nice.
You know, Frank Toscano appeared in Las Vegas with Angelo DiPippo and a third player as the Accordion Kings.
Right.
Of course, we had Angelo the Pippo. That was a great experience.
That was fun. Angelo is a pip. He had so many wonderful stories to tell. He had a very unusual life, being an arranger and an accordionist, and just the fact that he appeared in The Godfather, in the wedding scene, playing the accordion was, wow, I'm with this person who did that? That was
such a wonderful guy. I remember we went to his home to do that.
Yes, we did.
He was 85. He was not going to travel to our place.
Lovely wife also.
Yes, wonderful. And do you remember what he did to thank us for being on the show?
Yes, he took us to his club, which was in
Wheatley Hills or something. It was a very fancy club, and we had a wonderful dinner there. And
we did.
He was so appreciative that we put him on the show.
It was very gracious.
What a wonderful man.
Hi, I'm Rose, and I highly recommend that you watch Italian America Long Island, put together by Dave Ducati and Paula Ducati. You will not be disappointed. The shows are educational, featuring topics that you never heard of, and it runs the gamut of artists, chefs, history, and the entertainment that Paula and Dave put together. You'll never be disappointed. Be thoroughly entertained and educated. Please watch the show. Thank you.
But the best one that I had the most fun with, anyway, was the Christmas show that we did this past Christmas.
Oh, that was great.
And first of all, it was a lot of fun, and we had a couple of giggles. And it came out the things that you did on video, the backdrops. Were hysterical, I thought. They were great. And when we got to Vero, when we stayed in Vero this winter, you were talking about the shows, and all the past shows people can see, if they haven't seen them live, can see on YouTube. So you were talking to several people at the pool or wherever we were, talking about the shows, and people did watch them. And one day I'm walking wherever, probably to the pool or the beach, and this woman says, "Oh, I loved your Christmas show. How did you ever learn those harmonies with the Jingle Bell song?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And then I figured out what you had done. And so that was fun to be recognized for that accomplishment.
Yes, that was great. That was a fun show.
That was a fun show.
Well, we have, hopefully, we're going to be doing a lot more shows, and I hope that we'll be meeting a lot more interesting people, going to wonderful places, being invited to do shows on location, and once again, honoring our Italian ancestors and our Italian heritage and culture by producing this show. Thank you for watching.
Penso che un sogno così non ritorni mai più. Mi dipingevo le mani e la faccia di blu. Poi all'improvviso venivo dal vento rapito e incominciavo a volare nel cielo infinito. Volare, wow, wow. Cantare, wow. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù, e volavo per